Hey, yo, what's the deal? Miss your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording right now, it is 5:58 p.m., October 14th, 2025. Yeah, I mean, this is the second video of the day. And man, let's talk about it because, I got a lot of shit to say. First and foremost, before I start this video, I want to give a rest in peace shout out to the one and only D'Angelo. Now, I mean, I heard about his passing at work. You know what I mean? And I'm like, 51 years old, B. He's young. He is young. Let me say something real quick about D'Angelo. D'Angelo was the shit back in the days. What? You know what I mean? Like, Brown Sugar would, people think that, how would it feel, or how does it feel is his best record, his biggest record, which in a way it is. But whenever I think of D'Angelo, I think of a couple records. You know what I mean? First and foremost, Brown Sugar was the shit. Brown Sugar was the shit, boy. You know what I mean? That shit hit, B. You know what I mean? And then he had the joint for Lady. Lady was also good, too. That and the remix to Lady with AZ. That shit was fire. Yeah, Devil's Pie was the shit, too. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the phone, man. It just cut off. But Devil's Pie was the shit, too. You know what I mean? Like, D'Angelo, boy, you know what I mean? He was, in his heyday, that dude was different. But how does it feel, basically? We all know the real reason why that song popped off. Because the video. You know what I mean? You look at the video, and you see why. I should put that shit in the description, too. You know what I mean? But, man, rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. Man, like, my gen is passing, B. My gen is passing. And yes, I also heard about, Death Rebel and, how WWE's basically moving away from Death Rebel. And also I heard about Jericho. You know what I mean? With the Rock & Ranger tour. You know what I mean? No AEW talent. The signs just keep on getting more clearer and clearer. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Andrade. Okay? I was going to say this until something. So, apparently, Andrade, according to Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, Andrade has completely vanished from AEW programming. Right? And, Dave even wondered, like, what the fuck is going on with Andrade? Right? Meltzer said how, last week, on Title Tuesday, everyone in the Don Callis family showed up and such, except for Takeshita, who is, by the way, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and Andrade, who attacked Kenny Omega, right? And he's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, if this motherfucker is gone already, right? Because apparently they know something. Alvarez and Meltzer, they know something. That would be a bad look on AEW if Andrade, who again came back to AEW after a year and attacked Kenny Omega, right? Just to disappear. Just to call it a one day career with AEW, right? That would be embarrassing. That would be worse than WCW. Like, my thing is this: how the fuck, that's like Sting debuting for WWE, right, in 2014, and then he attacks Triple H, and he never shows his face ever again. That shit is dumb. That shit is really fucking dumb. And I say this, I can tell the frustration in Kenny Omega. Like, what the fuck? Like, you got me in these storylines, and then now you don't want me facing this person, that person. Something's going on in AEW. Because again, how is it that fucking Andrade again attacks Kenny Omega and such, and he just disappears? He disappeared from AEW programming. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, come on, man. That's stupid. That makes makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like that, this tells you everything you need to know about AEW creative. If that's the case. And there's going to be people who's going to say, oh, well, Andrade's a liability and stuff. Fuck you. All right? Fuck you. Because you motherfuckers shit for Andrade when he came back. You know what I mean? Like, y'all motherfuckers were, you celebrated. You know what I mean? And now that this motherfucker is, he's vanished completely. He's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be in Puerto Rico for a WWC show. But still, man, the fact that he's disappeared from AEW programming, that's embarrassing, B. That is embarrassing. If it's announced that he's no longer with the company, that's like, wow. This make AEW look fucking retarded as a whole, B. This is WCW-esque type shit if that happened, B. Like, that would be more than embarrassing. You mean to tell me that you sign Andrade, you bring Andrade back, right? And you decide to what? You decide to, to just have him attack, Omega, and that's it? No battle, no nothing? Really? Like, come on, man. Now, I mean, you can understand frustration. I think something is going on with Kenny Omega and AEW. I got a weird feeling because, again, this is the second feud that, that they passed up on with Kenny Omega. Like, I think something's going on. You already know what I said before about what I think more than likely will happen with Omega, right? Like, he doesn't even want to be in AEW. But the fact that, Andrade's disappeared quick from AEW programming. You know what I mean? That, just a day after he appeared. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Now, what the fuck are we really doing, man? And I bet you someone's going to say, because again, Meltzer knows something. Alvarez knows something, right? Is the motherfucker gone already? Is he gone already? And there was no mention of him last week. None whatsoever. Is Andrade gone? That's the real question you got to ask yourself. Is this motherfucker already gone from AEW? Because again, if that's the case, then man, is this company so inept. And let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say he is gone from AEW, right? What the fuck does he do? I don't see WWE. WWE ain't bringing that nigga back up. They're not bringing that motherfucker back to TV. There's no way at this point. None. So what the fuck do? Where the fuck does he go? You're going to have these AEW elitists, such as Sean Ross bitch, fake ass Timu, Malcolm Jamal Warner, aka Ebu, Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer newsletter. You're going to have all these fucking people, come out with bullshit, about Andrade and, Andrade had another wellness policy violation and blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, B. Like, the fuck y'all niggas doing, man? Fuck y'all niggas doing, man? I don't know, man. It's funny what's going on right now in All Elite Wrestling, man. This is weird, B. This is some weird shit, and who's gonna look stupid in all this? Tony Khan. Tony fucking Khan. And again, that would be some funny shit. And yes, I also, speaking of hearing about stuff, yes, I also heard about Britt Baker. Now, I mean, she removed all AEW mentions. So there's a possibility that she could be gone from AEW before the year's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. You know what I mean? It's definitely a possibility. So we're going to see. Now, I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. You know what I mean? I guess Tony Khan must have been, on that brown sugar. He wants some of that brown sugar. Now, I mean, I should put that shit too, just to piss the sickos off. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, speaking of that, right? Sean Ross Sapp was like, oh, another one gone. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Nigga, what the fuck you know about D'Angelo, nigga? The fuck you know about hip-hop, nigga? Come on, man. He from Kentucky. He from Kentucky, man. Come on, B. You know what I mean? Like, D'Angelo was a staple here in New York, man. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck you know about that dude, man? Come on, man. Like, anyway, I'm about to be out. Maybe I might come with another video tonight. I don't know, because I got a lot of shit I got to take care of. You know what I mean? I'm fucking tired. You know what I mean? I didn't even cook. You know what I mean? I went to go buy some Chinese food instead. You know what I mean? And I got a food coma. Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. Maybe I might come with another video tonight. I don't know. If there's some newsworthy shit, I'll be on it. So I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace!